Well, just spent a little bit of time just looking over the items and stuff. I do like this build. I do think it's got a good amount of potential, but one of the things I was afraid of by going after a build like this is that I think that the items really need to be somewhat perfect. The Thorns ability with the skeletons, most of the time it didn't seem like it was working all that well, but there were a few times where it seemed to work magically. And I think it would do that more often if the items were a little bit better. Really wanted to have thorns in every one of my items to make sure I was getting as much thorns damage as possible. Well, here's one, doesn't have any thorns. This doesn't have any vitality, and I get basically triple my vitality added to thorns. So this one doesn't have any vitality, so I'm hurting, my thorns there. Now this item here, the command skeleton damage boost 11%. Well, that's good for the thorns, but doesn't do anything for my skeletal mages. Reduce all resource costs by 6%. That I don't even know how much it's helping the skeletal mages. Maybe not at all, but it's certainly not doing anything for the thorns. This doesn't have any vitality at all, and it's got that reduce all resource cost. Attack speed 5%, that probably isn't helping so much either. Oh yeah, and then my Wisdom of Kalan cold skills deal 17%, that's not helping anything. No thorns, no vitality in my unity. No thorns, no vitality in my circle of however you pronounce that, and that only adds 3 seconds onto the skeletal mages instead of what I want, which is 4. And then regenerate life per second. That's probably not doing anything at all. So, it's tough to say how well this build could do if I had all really good items in it, which I just don't think that I do. I'm gonna try to come back to it again, but I've got to make sure that I get good items for it. This item here doesn't even have any intelligence in it. And I'm not even really sure how much this was helping. I was thinking, I don't know if this would work or not, but I was thinking of maybe I could give up my bone spikes. Put a golem in there.
I'm not for everyone, but give me a try. And
Use
you won't go back.
golem skin breaches. That would give me an extra 30% damage reduction. Put these gauntlets on. Yeah, but then I'd lose Tasker and Theo. That'd be asking too much. Maybe I couldn't do that. I was thinking of doing something like that, just to, thinking the 35% damage reduction might have been worth it, but maybe not. I don't know. I just think that I've got to get, before I can really see whether or not it could work out, I've got to see whether I can get better items. If I could get a unity with vitality and thorns, and of course socketed, well then, granted that's asking a lot, but I'm just missing so many pieces to the puzzle here. And even this is somewhat on the low side. So, I think I'm just going to hold off on this build for now. It certainly is not better than my other build. I don't know what else I could do until I find better items. I don't know what else I could do for it. And then, of course, there's the possibility maybe you really just can't combine those two builds. Maybe it's, you know, maybe just dividing my... See, one of the reasons why, though, is if you go with a pure skeletal mage build, there's really not a really good offhand for it, for the skeletal mage build. So, if you're going to have Bone Ringer anyways, you know, if you got to put something in here, you might as well put Bone Ringer and go with this, you know, command skeletons. You know, maybe you have to give up, you know, maybe in the pure skeletal mage build you would have Blood Rush in here. Okay, well, give up Blood Rush and have command skeletons. So now, got the command skeletons. You know, got the Bone Ringer. All you gotta do is have some thorn stuff. Now, okay, I've got this Heart of Iron for some thorns in there. You know, what did I have to give up in order to have...
While we stand up.
Don't take that Templar with you.
Shut
I
up.
want you to sleep with all of his blood.
What did I have to give up for the Heart of Iron? You know, what would there be in a pure skeletal mage build where normally you wouldn't have the Heart of Iron? You know, was it these two? Did they wear this and have this in the cube, or vice versa? All right, so maybe I could give up, well, I don't know. I don't know. I just don't... I don't know what... You know, I would like to know whether or not the build could work if all of the items were pretty good. Were at least fit within the build. You know, if this did have vitality and thorns, if this had vitality and thorns, if this had thorns and something other than cold skills, if this had vitality, you go down the list, how much better would it be doing? Maybe that thorns part of it would be working out a lot better. Again, I don't know, maybe not. Maybe the other issue that I don't like with the thorns setup, just in general, is you have to get the right elites, the right Rift Guardian. You know, if you get elites that are the blue ones, then the thorns loses some of its effectiveness. Whereas if you have just the yellow elite, then you put the, you know, and especially if it's one that attacks with a, you know, some kind of melee or, you know, melee or ranged attack, then it'll, you know, hopefully do wonders. But if it's not, then your thorns becomes a lot less effective at that point. Maybe I would have been better off going with this. Give me an extra, I think I'd give me an extra 20% damage. Maybe not 20%. It's depending upon how it's calculated. It might only be 10%. Going from 268 to 308. Oh, but it's only half that. So it's only 20. Yeah, it's only 20. Well, either way, I think at this point I need to just put this on hold. If I happen to come across better items, then maybe I'll give it another try. But I think for now, I just gotta go back to my Grim Sith Corpse Lance build and play that one out. I gotta. I don't think I need this. I've already got a couple. I just put it over here. All right, let's go back. I'll just save it like this. This one seemed to work out. This particular setup seemed to work out a little bit better than the other one. Or maybe just the map was better. I don't know. Maybe if I could get, like I said, if I get some better items, I'll give it another try. But for now, I'm just gonna put it on the back burner. Go back to this one. And continue my quest. I do gotta go through this again now. I am curious about this. I had wanted illusory boots big time, but these firewalkers really seem to help with keeping the seasonal bonus going, seasonal kill streak going. Because that fire, when I burn the ground, you walk on, and the enemies walk on it. It's like I don't have to actually attack them. They just, so it keeps that kill streak going. It's like tagging them. I do got to go through this inventory. Probably do that after I get done. After I get done with these, I'll probably go through it and just flush it on out. Get rid of all the stuff that I don't need, or you know, I don't need 4 of these non-ancient ones, or maybe just put some in the cube or something. All right. Well. Let's get this out of here. That's another one I wish would worked out. This particular one. This one seemed really good. And it might work better now. I think I can do better than this. Put something else in the cube, I think. All right. Well, let's hit it. Is he all set up?
Well
Let's
chosen.
go back with this. Alrighty, here we go. Oh yeah, gotta get my Paragon points back. I don't have any bonus to movement speed, so. Ready? Let's hit it.
Strong enough to survive the trial?
I already forget which way to go.
Must serve the cycle. I must have a corpse.
And that's it.
I must wait. My health is restored.
Anything up here? Nada.
This world can abide you no longer. Embraces you. This world can abide you no longer. This world can abide you no longer. Corpse for that. This world can abide you no longer. This world can abide you no longer.
Worthy opponent.
Thought I was gonna lose the bonus. That's it. What's that? See how I can just keep running and that bonus keeps coming? Because of those firewalkers. Conduit Shrine kept the bonus. Down there. Nothing.
The Rift Guardian has arrived.
Hey, now that other build, I mean, it was good, but I mean, I think there's also something to be said for, you know, simplicity. You know, this build is fun, but it's simple, very simple. You just go up and attack with Grimsith, and when you get corpses, you shoot the corpse lance out. Every once in a while, you use Land of the Dead. Other than that, everything else is. This is almost automatic, you know. And it's almost, the damage is almost negligible for that. It's not really a damage dealer. This is just meant to deplete the essence so I can absorb as much essence as possible. The other build is much more complicated. Got to keep track of a lot of stuff.
I'm returning to town.
And then you get the bonus to think about. With this build here, I can keep that bonus going many times the whole rift.
I have trained well.
Whoops. Look what I forgot to do. That was without this.
Anything could happen.
Anything could happen. But we'll see. Maybe I'll get a better item to drop or something. I am gonna keep on going for that, and I think gloves were what I wanted the most. So we'll just keep going gloves.
Come back again. See you soon.
I don't think I want to get
Don't be
rings,
shy.
amulets, or main weapons with her anymore. They're just too expensive.
Ooh, that's nice. Can I have it back?
I am overburdened.
2 frost burns. And I'll just
Are you ready?
upgrade any rings or amulets that I find. But I have to find them.
See you soon. Don't forget,
I am
luck
overburdened.
always
Wow,
changes.
again.
Hello there.
That
See
is
you
too
soon.
expensive.
1 ancient. Sorry. All right, let's hit it. Keep hitting it. Go, go, go.
Embrace your power, and you will survive.
I always forget which way to go. Sometimes you gotta go up, sometimes you gotta go down. Come.
Possible.
Come on. Ugh.
Abide you no longer. Your death nears. I must win.
Thought I was gonna lose my bonus again.
I must win.
Come on! Let me out of there.
freeze you!
Just wasted that. Didn't need to use that on them. That's what a difference not having that bonus at the end there can make. Because normally I would have killed him in one hit of the Land of the Dead, but because I lost my bonus a couple times there. You know, even with something like Firewalkers, if there's just no creatures around, it's not going to be able to keep that bonus. I'm hoping that's something that will give me an edge versus the other Necromancers out there. I'm hoping that they're... A lot of times when they build, they make builds, they just go after just the elites. And if you just go after just the elites, then you're not going to get very good, if any kind of
You have proven yourself
seasonal bonus. Oops. Yep. Ancient legendary Krell's buff. Strength! Alright, one more quickie. I know I've been going for a little while here, but see if I can keep my bonus this time. Bonus.
needs to recharge. Weakness consumes you!
Come on. Come up here.
The grave beckons. Possible. You fight corpse. Bit more time.
Almost lost it. Last time I went the other way.
Embraces you.
Come on. Gonna lose it? Lost it. That's not fair.
What do you need?
Ready?
I'm returning to town.
Your valor is
Don't identify your items. That's what they recommend. Don't identify your items. But I gotta do all this stuff anyways. How can someone not identify their items? That just to me just seems like sacrilege. I mean, it's ancient legendary, but it's a good bit better, isn't it? Ugh. Could have at least given me the thorns. I wonder if all of them have. I think everyone I've got has reduced all resource course. I might as well just break it down. I don't even need that. I think my others are exactly the same, aren't they? Reduce all resource costs. Could have at least put the thorns in it. I think I've already got a couple of, or at least one other ancient Larry Crispin sentence. It's got thorns in it. Alright, I will be back for 3 more nifty rifties. Be right back.